You're drifting off to sleep, warm, heavy, almost gone. And then, suddenly, your whole body jerks. Your leg kicks out. You feel like you're falling, and you snap wide awake, heart pounding. It happens to almost everyone. But what is that jolt? Why does your body suddenly panic at the exact moment it's finally letting go? That sudden jolt has a name: a hypnic jerk, sometimes called a sleep start. It's an involuntary contraction of your muscles that happens right as you cross the border between waking and sleep. For a split second, your body fires off a burst of movement, a twitch, a kick, a jump, often paired with a vivid sensation of falling. Around 70% of people experience them regularly. They're completely harmless. But the reason they happen reveals something strange and beautiful about how your brain shuts itself down for the night. Here's the leading explanation. As you fall asleep, your muscles begin to relax and go limp. Your breathing slows, your body temperature drops. But your brain is still partly awake, monitoring your body. And sometimes it misreads that sudden floppy relaxation. It interprets the loss of muscle tension as a signal that you're actually falling, tipping over, losing control. So it does what any good survival system would do. It slams the brakes. It fires a jolt of movement to catch you, to wake you, to save you from a fall that was never really happening. To understand why, picture two systems inside your brain fighting for control. One system wants you awake and alert. The other is trying to switch you off into sleep. As you drift down, control is supposed to pass smoothly from the waking system to the sleeping one, like a gentle handover. But this handover isn't always clean. Sometimes the sleeping system takes over too fast, and your muscles go slack before the waking system is ready to let go. That mismatch, one part of your brain asleep while another is still on guard, is the flicker that triggers the jerk. But there may be a deeper, older reason. Some scientists think the hypnic jerk is an evolutionary leftover, a ghost from our distant ancestors who slept in trees. For a primate dozing on a branch, relaxing too completely could be deadly. Total muscle release might mean you're about to slip and fall. So, a built-in reflex evolved. At the first sign of that dangerous relaxation, jolt the body, tense the muscles, and check that you're still safely gripping your perch. Millions of years later, you no longer sleep in trees, but your nervous system never got the memo. Not everyone gets them equally, and certain things make hypnic jerks far more likely. Caffeine and nicotine keep your alerting system switched on, so it resists the handover to sleep, and jerks harder when it finally loses. Intense exercise late in the day leaves your muscles primed and twitchy. Stress and anxiety keep your brain vigilant, scanning for danger even as you try to rest. And the biggest trigger of all, exhaustion. When you're severely sleep-deprived, your brain crashes towards sleep so fast that the handover becomes clumsy and violent, making that falling jolt much more likely to strike. So, should you worry? Almost never. Hypnic jerks are a normal, healthy part of falling asleep, a sign that your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. For most people, they're occasional and mild. If you want fewer of them, the fixes are simple. Less caffeine in the afternoon. No intense workouts right before bed. And most importantly, don't let yourself get overtired. The calmer and more rested your body is, the smoother that handover into sleep becomes, and the less often your brain feels the need to catch you from a fall that isn't real. So tonight, as you drift off and feel that familiar heaviness pulling you down, remember, if your body suddenly jerks, that's just an ancient reflex making one last check that you're safe. Here's what we want to know. When you get that falling sensation, what are you usually dreaming you're falling from? A cliff? The stairs? Missing a step? Tell us below. We're genuinely curious. If this made you think, subscribe to Wait Why. We drop a new question every week.